마치 버릇처럼 내가 나를 착취해 경추 쪽은 딱딱해지고 의식에 붙은 각질 모두 위맑은 땀 대신 날 적시는 건 찐땀이네 잠든 시간에도 문제들이 쌓여 눈 뜨자마자 결정해도 아직 익숙치 않은 타협 시간을 도마 위에 식재료 썰듯 안 하면 하루는 순서가 뒤섞인 음식처럼 망가져 지쳐도 경계하네 공허와 허무 불안감 속에서 상기하네 15년 전 빈 털터리의 여유 억울해도 납득돼 35년간의 필름이 어쩌면 수치 맞은 삶 건축된 우리의 이름이 길르니 어두워지지 않게 서로를 비판하고 세상을 보는 시선 삐딱하게 얼굴에 피어난 주름은 당연
For the Cavaliers, Fry comes in. For Thompson, and it's Amon Shumpert in for Jefferson. And a change for the Pacers. Turner's checked in. The Cavaliers leading by 5.
You know, for the Pacers last season, with Paul George being out for most of the season, they knew it would be a struggle. They would go into lengthy dry spells that made it hard for them to keep pace in the East, in part because they missed Paul George's all-around brilliance and his offense.
On the court right now for the Pacers. Lavoy Allen out there with Turner. Then it's George Hill. Then it's Paul George. And it's Ellis at the 2. Deflects the pass. Now here is Hill. He's coming off a 13-point game against Miami. Pick up by Hill. And George kicks to Allen. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. And now just a 3-point Cavalier lead. As for those dry spells you mentioned about the Pacers, G8, they had a number of long losing streaks last season.
Yeah, as a team, they had 4 different losing streaks of 6 or more games, and they got hot at the end. Season-high win streak of 6 to stay playoff relevant. It was just too little, too late compared to their losing streaks earlier in the year.
Hill dishes to George. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And we all know about Paul George and his injury while with Team USA. I mean, he has still said that he would consider playing international ball.
For George to be eager to go back and represent the U.S. in international play is a brave move.
Yeah, I think, Kevin, a lot of it might be that he just wants to put that in the past and move on. And sometimes you do that best by confronting things head on. The only way to have that be the past is to keep playing for his country.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland. Mahinmi's checked in for the Pacers. Stuckey comes in for Ellis. That's good. Pacers trail by 6. Moments ago, our Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with the coach, Frank Vogel. Doris?
He said that the key to the game will be how well they defend Kyrie Irving, adding, he's shown himself to be one of the premier point guards in the game already. Whether it's passing, shooting, or penetrating, we need our guys in the backcourt to really get up into him, and our bigs need to be ready to bring help. Guys, you can bet that Irving will be their focus defensively.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. And so it's Cleveland with it. The Pacers making the shot.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
It's George on the wing. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Fires it up. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Outside Hill. Here's Mahimi, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Here's Irving. No luck. Hill with some nice D.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And George, here we go. To the middle. Here's Turner. Out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for George.
C.J. Miles.
Stuckey against Irving. 5 to shoot. Mahimi. And good coming on the assist by Rodney Stuckey. Mahimi's got the game tied up here for Indiana. Here's Dellavedova. He's coming off a 13-point game against Philadelphia.
And also, his assist total tells you about the job he did of keeping his head up and keeping his teammates involved. Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Hill kicks to Stuckey. And he lays it straight in.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
1:51 left in the first quarter of the game. Hill kicks to Miles. Pick up by Hill. Indiana moving it around. And they take the lead.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
Timeout called. Cleveland coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
You know what? That's a game where the coach might just want to burn the video because there's no question they're a better team than what we saw, but they got crushed on that night.
And I'm still trying to figure out what happened there, Greg, quite honestly. I mean, no matter how it looks on paper, you still got to show up and play and compete. And it looked like they were not interested in being there.
LeBron, he's checked in for Iman Shumpert. The Cavaliers trailing. 1:30 left in the first quarter. They set the pick. Irving for 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got 3 assists now in this one.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Now here is Hill. Pass to Miles. Mozgov with the block. Irving with it. He's against Hill. The shot's good from Irving. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
And guys, no doubt George Hill had it rough last season. He missed the first 28 games with that left knee injury, came back for 5, then missed another 11 games before his season got going. But you know what? He had one of his most productive years from that point on.
Indiana's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Stuckey outside. 27 seconds left in the first quarter. Kicks to Turner. Clock at 6. The jump hook. Mozgov grabs the board. Now Cleveland shooting it officially from the get-go. They're at 52% from the field. To the inside. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
With the pass.
Now Hill. And here is Stuckey. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Cavaliers lead by 2. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. Talk to Monte Ellis, feeds off his doubters. He loves to hear someone say what he...
I think I had that all my life. I always...
And Monte Ellis is still trying to prove people wrong now in Dallas after their quick exit from the playoffs a season ago. Clark, it's been a decade in the league now for this very talented guard.
And you know, that kind of relentless determination is really something Monte is known for, and one of the reasons he has been around for 10 years in the NBA as a consistently good player and lethal scorer.
And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. And we're ready to get going once more. The players having a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
This is almost like a volleyball game when you watch just how many shots they blocked or altered.
Well, how about this? A lot of side outs for them, the way they swatted shots away. That's a volleyball term, by the way, folks.
Yeah. Or handball. Or handball. Either one of the two. They're knocking a lot away.
Yeah.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. C.J. Miles is out there with Lavoy Allen. Then there's Rodney Stuckey. Then there's Hill. And it's Ellis and at the point guard position. On the wing, Stuckey. Back to Ellis. Ellis can't get that one to fall either.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Ellis draws it up, wants to get it to Miles and does. And Jefferson sends it back. Smith outside. Thompson left side. Outside Jefferson. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Jefferson's got 8.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
From deep, Miles, and it's good. Miles has got it all tied up now for Indiana.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
Smith for 3, and another 3 for Cleveland.
Dellavedova is really good at finding his teammates.
Pacers trail by 3.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. Goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
Thompson outside. Out to the right wing. Jefferson passing to Thompson. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Hill with some nice D. Well, as rough as the Cavs might have started the season, Clark, they were all at peace near the end. Things turned around certainly after the All-Star break. Had their amazing playoff run, great momentum, and that confidence showed every game they played.
Really did, and I thought the big three found a way to come together nicely and smooth out the rough spots. And James, Irvin, and Love ended up being the highest scoring trio in the league last year.
Stuckey drives inside. Ellis outside. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Indiana.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They're crashing the offensive glass hard, too. I mean, they've dropped in several second-chance baskets. They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Stuckey drives inside. And it's Hill. That time the assist by Stuckey.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash-mouth basketball, guys.
They're all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up. And one thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive glass. Was top 5 in that category last year, despite playing less than 27 minutes a game. Does a terrific job with anticipation of the carom and uses his gigantic wingspan to just go up and reel it in. Terrific motor and nose for the glass.
Iman Shumpert is checked in for Smith. Paul George, he's checked in for the Pacers. Allen with the screen for Hill. Shot off the pick. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Love. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Indiana's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Near the three-point line, it's Ellis, but they'll get another chance. Stuckey outside. Allen dishes to Stuckey. Allen, a screen on Jefferson. Stuckey kicks to George. And there's the call on Jefferson. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
And so it's Indiana with it. Trailing by 2. Ellis kicks to Allen. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Allen's got his second basket of the game.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
The Pacers have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second.
You know, if you're looking to build a small forward and there wasn't a LeBron James template, you might go with PG, Paul George. Height, length, athleticism, that combination off the charts with him. And he's got a nice, unflappable demeanor, too.
Yeah, talking about Paul George, a big part of his dominance, his attitude. He doesn't yell or pump his fist. He's really the quiet assassin.
Yeah, once he maxes out in the weight room, which he will, now that he's in his mid-20s, I think he's going to be an Adonis. I mean, exactly the kind of physique you're looking for in a prototype at the small forward.
And the second free throw, good. Cleveland's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Irving drives in. And easy 2 points on the layup. Irving's got 15.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, struggled to shoot the basketball in that game, but still found a way, if you will. I mean, they had to pick up the slack in a lot of other areas, and they did.
And, Greg, you know, not too many teams are going to win shooting that poorly from the floor. So, I'd have to say it says a lot about them as a ball club to win with that poor shooting performance.
Kyrie Irving really making a difference.
One heck of a groove with the scoring. They're going to talk it over and try to figure out how to slow him down.
Indiana making some changes. Mahimi comes in for Hill, and Turner subbed in for Allen. Pacers trail by 3. Outside Hill. Ellis with the screen for Hill. Ellis outside. Pass to Mahimi. Mozgov with the block. They recover it. They get it back. Mahimi's shot is good.
That's what they're hanging their hat on today, fellas. Hard-nosed, smash-mouth play down on the low block.
Old-fashioned, isn't it, my man? Old-fashioned. Pound the rock basketball, and it is definitely working for them.
Outside Jefferson. And he banks in the layup. Jefferson's got 10 points.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Hill kicks to Ellis. No good. And Cleveland the other way now. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. Mozgov, a screen on George. Irving kicks to Love. And too long on the shot.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
And with that shot, the Cleveland leaders cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Mahimi. Cleveland's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Shumpert passes to Irving. Back to Shumpert, down to 5 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. The Pacers pull it in. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers.
Yeah, and these teams pretty familiar with one another. They'll face off 4 times this year.
And, you know, Greg, both would love to get the upper hand early. This game, to me, is psychological as much as anything. I mean, a win here provides that edge you're looking for. He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Hill, no good.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Indiana trailing here. Well, the Pacers, despite all their injuries from last season, were right in the playoff hunt until the very end. Had a chance, in fact, GA, on the last day to sneak in, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, they needed a Brooklyn loss to go along with them winning that last game. Ultimately, though, it wasn't in the cards for them, and they ended a game out of the postseason.
And Cleveland making a change here. Fry's checked in, and the Pacers call time here.
And, you know, the Pacers had made the playoffs in each of the last 4 seasons prior to last year's miss. Hard for a team that was coming off of back-to-back conference finals appearances to stomach that. But with the injuries, they'll be better and back in the playoffs next year, I'm sure.
And really, it's going to be more of a reload than a rebuild situation for the Pacers. You would have to imagine their goal isn't just to get back to the playoffs, but to get back to being a conference final participant.
Hill against Irving. Hill dishes to Turner. Shot clock at 6. And George, here we go. And that one's good. George has got 8 points. No shortage of drama here early on.
Well, neither team can grasp control of this thing. I mean, both teams trying to get a hold of it.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
Irving kicks to Shumpert. No good.
Wow.
So the Pacers will take it the other way. Here's Hill. It's hauled in by Fry. The Cavaliers trailing on the wing. Shumpert trying to get back on track. It's hauled in by Paul George.
I gotta take
He feeds it to Mahimi.
Shoot.
Some nice finishing here by Indiana. And Turner throws it down.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play. Oh, wow.
It's a beautiful jam.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. Pacers leading by 3. Outside Hill. George sets a screen for Hill. Pass to George. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3. J.R. Smith's checked in for the Cavaliers. The Pacers have made 3 of their first 5 foul shots tonight.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
The shot's good from Irving.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feeling.
The drive by Hill. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Mozgov passes to Irving. 46 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Offensive rebound.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making. What a job he's doing here.
Right.
I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
There's the dish to Mozgov. Smith outside. On its way from Irving for 2. The shot no good. Excellent D there from Hill.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Ellis on top, guarded by Shumpert. Mozgov with the block. Up the floor. Count it, and the Pacer lead has been cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Irving.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. It's the Pacers up by 4. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, guys, I'm here with Tristan Thompson. And Tristan, how do you feel about the game individually for you and also the way this team has played so far?
I'm doing pretty all right. I get a couple more rebounds, block some shots, but, second half we got to slow the tempo and play catch basketball. That's why we have the second half to improve on that.
Tristan, thank you. We appreciate it. Guys?
Thanks so much, Doris, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back in there for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
I would call that a competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Paul George taking care of business in this one. He ended up with 15 points, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. And Kenny, what'd you think about what we saw from Indiana?
Well, they're generating points in the paint, which I like to see. Too often teams fall in love with the 3, and the defenses can key on that. You want to keep your offense unpredictable, which is why you need to establish a presence inside. Once you do that, then you can play inside out, and you've got the defense right where you want it.
Shaq, how do you think Cleveland played?
When you think about giving up 3 or 4 extra turnovers, that can mean 8 or 9 points at the other end. That's why every coach preaches it. Take care of the basketball. Bottom line, they need to protect the ball and play under control.
Just about time for the third quarter to get underway, and we'll see you again at the Horn.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
How about the magic touch he had on display there in that first half in terms of finding his teammates? Just a plethora of assists.
Plethora, you're going deep into that dictionary of yours, man. It's not a common occurrence with this guy, though. Typically, he's more of a finisher, but that's not been the case in this one.
Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. Tristan Thompson is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Jefferson in at the small forward position. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. And that one's good, Ellis. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Monte Ellis has always had a knack for the big shot. When things are on the line, he is a guy that is not afraid to step up.
And Kevin, last season, he had a number of big second halves and fourth quarters for the Mavs. Really took over that primary scoring role from Dirk Nowitzki. Stole a lot of games for them last season.
Thompson no good on the free throw.
Yeah, Monte did have a lot of big second halves for the Mavs last season. Seems like at least half a dozen games for them, he would just take over. Started to get looked at as the top go-to guy late.
Jefferson's shot is off.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Allen, a screen on Smith, and stolen by Love. It's Jefferson with the drive. Here's Smith. Paul George with the steal. Now the Pacers moving it up. George has got the ball, and Monte Ellis the bucket on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden one. And for Monte, it makes sense to go to him late in games. He's so fast that he can create a shot anytime he wants. And very rarely does he not give you a chance to win with just one shot remaining.
Irving kicks to Love. Hits the outside fadeaway.
That was a beautiful fadeaway. Knocked it down with the defender right in his grill.
Indiana leading by 6. Here's Allen. And that one is stuffed right through.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
He's giving them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Nice shot by Smith. Smith's got 12 points in the game.
Oh, tough play. Boy, did he have to fight to get that one to the ring.
Pick up by Hill, and George kicks to Ellis. And Hill has it in the corner. The pass to George. Allen, a screen on Jefferson. George dishes to Allen. Can't capitalize on the good pick. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Irving passes to Love. Fires the 3. They get it back. Jefferson up and in on the layup. He's got 12.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Pick up by Hill. And George kicks to Hill. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Hill's got 6 points.
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
Well, for Jordan Hill, something wonderful happened to him last season. The breakthrough he'd been waiting for on his 6th year.
Yeah, Kevin, you know, it had to do, and I think correlated with him getting a chance to start games, and it blew up for him from there. Posted career-high averages across the board.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Cleveland. In Indiana with a change here, too. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Monte Ellis. Stuckey kicks to Allen. That is good. Allen's got the lead up to 8 now for the Pacers.
And getting back to Jordan Hill, everyone had been waiting for this. I mean, greater activity, more aggressiveness, and he puts up career highs in points, rebounds, and assists.
For 3, Smith. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
You know, the defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay.
It's George on the wing. George double-teamed. Stuckey with it. Now Smith defending. Hill has the open look. Basket is good. The assist from Stuckey. Stuckey's got 5 assists in the game.
On the topic of Jordan Hill, hey, there aren't many guys like him with his size who can move that well. He's entering the prime of his career right now. Will he continue to ascend, or will he be content with where he's at? Time will tell.
5 to shoot. Dellavedova kicks to Love. And that one's on target from the wing. Love's got his second bucket. Pacers leading by 5. Unloads from 13. Love grabs the board. Love's got his 4th rebound in this one. He kicks it to Dellavedova. Smith on the wing. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. While we have a chance, let's now take a look at the teams that top the league in shooting from beyond the arc. The Cavaliers 5th.
Their long-range shooting last year was nothing short of spectacular. I mean, they were absolutely unconscious from the three-point line.
And Indiana making a change here. Miles is checked in. Pacers have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the 3rd. Pick up by Hill. Here's Stuckey. Can't get it to go. Good D from Love. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Outside Jefferson. The feed to Love. To the left wing. That's a 2 from Dellavedova. And there's another one for the Cavaliers. Pacers leading by 3. Hill dishes to Allen. It's back to Hill. Unloads from 13. Stuckey with another miss.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
Love kicks to Dellavedova. Feeds to Smith. Jefferson with it. 12 points for him. Shot clock at 5. To the left side wing. That's a 2 from Dellavedova. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And now just a 1-point Indiana lead. Indiana's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Now here is Hill. He's got 11. It's Allen, top of the key. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Dellavedova. 6 points for him. And Love has it in the corner. The offensive rebound. Out to Smith. Dishes to Jefferson. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Jefferson's got 15 points.
Well, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Allen kicks to Hill. That's short off the rim.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Well, we've seen him before. He does not allow you to just get easy baskets. He's always going to make you work for it.
Here's Dellavedova. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. He's got 8.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And listen, Cleveland were the favorites to win the Central Division last season. High expectations given they finished 3rd in the Central in 2014. But that's just what adding LeBron can do for a team.
Timeout called the Pacers. Cleveland did win the Central, as you alluded to, won 11 in-division games against what was a very tough division.
No easy opponents in that Central Division last year. 3 teams in the playoffs, and 1 was knocking on the door. The Cavs did what they needed to do to bring home the banner.
Look at that man since I was in high school, Shane. God, you're old. You're old. Hope you're 11
Another
years.
look now for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Amon Shumpert in for Jefferson. Indiana also making some changes. Mahinmi's checked in for Hill. And Turner's subbed in for Allen.
I'm glad that you're here with us. We're very thankful for you. Don't you understand? Come on, me. Bad dog. Don't cough on me. Nasty. You don't cough on people. Want some water? You want some water, Shara? Want some water? Want some water? Ugh.